earthquake and tsunami which struck 3 days ago, fears are growing about the safety of one of its nuclear plants. Operators of the Fukushima power station say a meltdown at their number 2 reactor could not be ruled out after water levels inside dropped sharply, exposing the nuclear fuel rods. Well, let's take you now to Japan's capital, to Tokyo, where we can join my colleague there, Matt Fry. Matt.
Well, welcome to an eerily quiet Tokyo. It's a Monday here, but you wouldn't think so walking along the streets of this mega city where people have stayed largely at homes. Many businesses have closed down, perhaps because they run out of supplies, or perhaps people aren't certain whether they should be going to work. Trains are not running properly, and then tomorrow they will have rolling power cuts here because of the lack of power due to the fact that many of the nuclear reactors have had to be shut down. So it's been a very strange day. The stock market did open, but it plummeted by 6%. As investors and indeed economists worry about the viability of this country's economy as it tries to deal with a bill that could amount to as much as $170 billion worth of damages. But the most pressing questions still regard the nuclear reactors in Fukushima. 2 reactors have, well, the casement area around the reactors have exploded, one on Saturday, one this morning. Very dramatic pictures from there. People evacuated from that area, as many as 80,000. And it's from just outside that exclusion zone that my colleague Roland Berg now has this report.
Inside the plant, workers are trying to avert a nuclear catastrophe. But today, a second explosion, this time at reactor number 3. The blast was huge, the cause believed to be a build-up of hydrogen.
We assume there was a similar explosion at the 3rd reactor as the one that occurred at the 1st. At this point, we can confirm the container of the reactor is sound. Experts also expect that the possibility of radioactive particles being set free is low.
Just hours before, people living nearby were still trying to leave by any means possible. These exclusive images were filmed just 3 miles from the site. Those who had ignored earlier warnings now desperate to get out. In the towns further away, they were being scanned for contamination. Officials here say a few have shown slightly raised levels of radiation, but nowhere near dangerous levels. Japan relies on nuclear for nearly 1/3 of its electricity, but trust in the technology